Who is William Kent Krueger? Boy, I've spent 65 years trying to figure that one out. It's a journey I'm still on. I guess I identify myself in a number of ways. I'm William Kent Krueger, the husband. I'm William Kent Krueger, the father. William Kent Krueger, the son. Um, and I guess along with that is William Kent Krueger, the writer. So I identify myself in a lot of different ways, depending upon what the demands are at the moment and where my heart is at the moment. Um, so I guess I'm probably about as complex as everybody else in the world. So why is Ordinary Grace so different from the mystery series that I'm typically known for writing? Ordinary Grace came from an entirely different place. It really came directly from my heart. My mysteries are highly crafted pieces of fiction. The mystery genre is such a tightly woven form of storytelling, and I wanted to do something a little bit different with the whole idea of Ordinary Grace because it was a story that has such a personal, comes from such a personal place inside me. I wanted to talk about my past. I wanted to talk about what it was like to be 13 years old in a small Midwestern town in the summer of 1961. And I wanted to talk about what I've learned in the 50 years since then, about the spiritual journey and the importance of the divine in my life. And Ordinary Grace was the story that offered me all those opportunities. So how autobiographical is Ordinary Grace? Somewhat. For those who've read the novel, the Drum family is basically my family. I'm talking significantly about the relationships that existed within my family as I was growing up. The town of New Bremen is so out of my recollection of the small Midwestern towns I grew up in. The places that I put in the novel are places that I knew well when I was an adolescent, a young teenager. And the events, some of them I experienced myself, and some of them, because I'm a storyteller, I simply imagined. Well, my day typically begins at about 6:15. My alarm goes off, I get up, I get myself dressed, and I go to a coffee shop. And I spend about 2 hours there writing first thing in the morning. I've done that for, well, more than a quarter century now. I love starting my day with that thing I love most, my writing. So I do my writing there, the creative stuff, and then I come home, I have breakfast with my wife, we do the New York Times crossword puzzle together, I go work out at the Y, I come back, I have lunch, and then I spend a part of the day doing the business of being a writer, communicating with my editor or my agent or people with whom I'm setting up some sort of an event, or answering the emails from folks who've written to me who like my work. And then typically I'll go back to the coffee shop for 2 more hours in the afternoon, and that's pretty much my work day. What's on the horizon for me and maybe for Cork O'Connor? I'm at work now on what will be the 16th novel in the Cork O'Connor series, the novel that will be called Sulphur Springs. That's due out in the fall of 2017. As soon as I've completed that, I'll return to work on the companion novel to Ordinary Grace, a book that will be called This Tender Land, and that's due out in the spring of 2018. And as soon as I've completed that, I begin work on what will be number 17 in the Cork O'Connor series, a novel that will be called Desolation Mountain.